Hey, how is all my wonderful viewers and subscribers out there doing today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing WWE Hot Takes, episode 20. What's your hot take of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below, because that's what it's there for. This week, we're going to have 8 hot takes. 2 for Raw, 2 for NXT, 2 for SmackDown, and 2 for SummerSlam that happened last night. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. Without further ado, let's get to our first hot take of the week. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre feud has too many death threats. Well, we've seen over the past few months CM Punk screw Drew McIntyre out of not 1, not 2, but 3 title opportunities. And since then, it has just been back and forth. CM Punk coming for his pound of flesh. Drew McIntyre stating, "I will not stop beating you until your heart stops beating." That, to me, was next level. The promos, yes, they've been fire. But at the end of the day, there's been a lot of death threats between these two through their promo work. And honestly, I think this feud would have been better if it had cut down on the death threats, if we were allowed to see these two brawl this past Monday before SummerSlam. I think that would have been a nice touch. But at the end of the day, yeah, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre feud has had too many death threats. Our second hot take of the week: the Wyatt 6 build has been the best build in years. Well, the Wyatt 6 did make their return in June, and it has been full sail ahead ever since. Since the way that they debuted, annihilating the entire backstage area, to the VHS tapes that were delivered to Michael Cole at commentary by Abby the Witch, to Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, and Dexter Lumis unmasking recently in front of Chad Gable and the Creed brothers. We've even seen Uncle Howdy hit Chad Gable with a Sister Abigail. And this coming Monday night, tomorrow night, we're going to have a 6-man tag as Chad Gable and the Creed brothers will take on the Wyatt 6. And honestly, everything that this rivalry has done, everything the Wyatt 6 has done, has been next level, and I love it. And honestly, yes, at the end of the day, the Wyatt 6 build has been the best build in years. Our third hot take of the week: Tony D'Angelo is the greatest NXT Heritage Cup champion ever. Well, Noam Dar was the Heritage Cup for a while, and now Tony D'Angelo has come in and made it his own. He's defended the NXT Heritage Cup against No Catch Quarter Crew a couple of times. He's defended it against Charlie Dempsey. Over the last 4 or 5 months, Tony D'Angelo has taken the NXT Heritage Cup to a whole new level. And honestly, I love it. He's had it for, like I said, about 4 or 5 months, and he's defended it a good 3 or 4 times already. And honestly, I think Tony D'Angelo is going to be going big places in professional wrestling. I want to see him as NXT champion, of course, but at the end of the day, yeah, I think Tony D'Angelo is the greatest NXT Heritage Cup champion ever. Our fourth hot take of the week: Roxanne Perez is the best NXT Women's Champion since Shayna Baszler. Well, Roxanne Perez at this past Tuesday successfully defended it against a game Thea Hale, honestly. Like, I thought Roxanne Perez would make quick work of Thea, but this turned into a back and forth submission game. Roxanne Perez kept locking in the crossface, whereas Thea Hale kept going to the Kimura lock. And it was great back and forth sequences by these two women. And Roxanne Perez, at the end of the day, just proved by any means necessary why she is the greatest NXT champion since Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler held the belt for 414 days back in 2018, 2019 before getting dethroned by Rhea Ripley. And honestly, Shayna looked dominant in that title reign, and Roxanne Perez already 4 or 5 good title defenses under her belt. Yeah, I really feel like Roxanne Perez is the best NXT Women's Champion since Shayna Baszler. Our 5th hot take of the week, Carmelo Hayes should be winning. Well, Carmelo Hayes, since coming up to the main roster to SmackDown as the first round number 3 pick overall in the WWE draft back in April, really hasn't done much. He's lost to Andrade twice now, and this past Friday, he lost by getting hit with the most devastating move in all of WWE, the surprise roll-up. And this is a man that is a 2-time NXT North American champion. This is a man that is a 2-time NXT champion. He changed the landscape of NXT. Like, you could put him up there in the conversation with Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole as one of the pillars of NXT. And he comes up to the main roster and he can't even beat an Andrade. Like, we need to emphasize when Melo shoots, Melo don't miss. So at the end of the day, yes, Carmelo Hayes should be winning. Our 6th hot take of the week, LA Knight, yeah, is the best thing on SmackDown right now. Well, LA Knight has been on a tear since being on the main roster. This man went after Roman Reigns for the Universal Champion, the WWE Universal Championship before WrestleMania 40. LA Knight got into a feud with AJ Styles where he went to AJ Styles' house. LA Knight has been in a feud with Logan Paul where recently he did the exact same thing. This past Friday night, Logan Paul shows up to LA Knight shows up to Friday Night SmackDown with Logan Paul's Hummer. Like, LA Knight is a next level main event superstar. So to see him win the United States Championship last night was wonderful. And honestly, I do think that LA Knight elevated his feud with Logan Paul and even made Logan Paul look better. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, LA Knight is the best thing on SmackDown right now. Our 7th hot take of the week will take us over to SummerSlam. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley was the best match at SummerSlam? Well, the build to this match has been happening for well over a year. Rhea Ripley broke Liv Morgan's arm, put her out of commission for 8 months. Liv Morgan came back, did the same thing to Rhea Ripley, took her title, put her on the shelf for 3 months, and now Rhea Ripley's returned and looking for revenge, and SummerSlam is where it happened. And honestly, I loved every single bit of it. The story that's being told here is next level, and I love it. Dominic did exactly what Dominic was supposed to do at SummerSlam. He turned on Rhea Ripley and helped Liv Morgan retain against a game Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley got her shoulder snapped out of place a couple of times at SummerSlam. And the first time she popped it back in, she used the announce table. And honestly, that was an epic moment for Rhea Ripley. I won't take that away. But at the end of the day, Rhea Ripley should not be beating Liv Morgan for the title for the first time. Like, this is a feud that could go 2 or 3 matches. And the right thing happened. And now we're going to be sitting here wondering what's going to happen tomorrow night on Monday. And that's exactly what it's supposed to do. So at the end of the day, yeah, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley was the best match at SummerSlam. Our final hot take of the week. Gunther should not have won the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. Well, I will say first and foremost, Gunther deserves to win the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. But for the same point that I just made with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, Gunther should not win on the first attempt. Gunther and Damian Priest could go 2 matches, 3 matches, and it would be great. And yeah, it does make sense considering Gunther won the King of the Ring and all the promo work that he's been doing up until SummerSlam. But I think that if Damian Priest had retained at SummerSlam yesterday, we could have had a rematch at Bash in Berlin in 4 weeks' time in Berlin, Germany, where Gunther could have won the title there. I do think that he definitely deserves to win the title and be the World Heavyweight Champion. I still do think that the Bash in Berlin pay-per-view was the better option of where to have Gunther win. And I'm happy that Gunther won. I'm happy he's World Heavyweight Champion. But because we have Bash in Berlin in about 4 weeks' time, Gunther shouldn't have won the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. And that was WWE Hot Takes, episode 20. What's your hot take of the week? Like I said, let me know in the comment section below, because that's what it's there for. I hope everybody continues to have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to like the video, press that thumbs up, share the video on all your social media platforms, and press that subscribe button so you could be notified of when me, Nikki D, drops my next video. Other than that, I hope everybody has an amazing weekend, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. I'm Nikki D. This is the Nikki D channel. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye.